Looking forward to it. Let's get into game number 1. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Ice and Chrome. Representing Cascade Esports, it is Skillous. And his opponent on the lower left for Team Liquid, it is Clem. This is going to be a tough battle for Skillous. Clem, of course, is one of the front runners for best foreign player at the moment. I don't think anybody would necessarily put him above Serral or Raynor. I think they still take the cake, but third place, I don't think it'd be crazy to say Clem is the third best foreign player at the moment. I don't think that's crazy at all. He's been taking out some big names and hitting real hard. Especially with the amount of times he and Raynor have faced in 2020. This is going to be tough for Skillous. That being said, it's PvT, so that should make it a little easier for Skillous to take a victory here. Take a big old dub. Dub. Gabba. Probe's moving around, trying to be moderately annoying here. Won't block the CC though. Clem gets that CC down, no problem. Other side of the map, Skillous doing crazy stuff. SCV gonna come scout all the crazy stuff like a Nexus. Wow, expansion. A Cybercore. Wow, tech. I think that Nexus was before Cybercore? Maybe not. I'm really bad at gauging where the Nexus is supposed to be relative to the Cybercore finishing. But he's crowning out that first Adept. Probe's heading home. Reaper is on the way. Yeah, I think it had to be Cybercore first to get this Adept out at this point. Can it save the probe? Can it save the probe? Yes. The answer is yes. Adept's gonna head straight across the map, forcing Clem to make a decision to do with what to do with this Reaper. Reaper's gonna come home instead of going in for the scout. Wants to try to push this Adept away. Adept will not be over in time to delay the CC. So, he'll actually cancel that shade and just kind of sit out front. Threaten a little bit with this Adept. Clem is going to go for Reactored Hellions, which is going to be spotted by that Adept shading up. Gateway's going down at the front of the wall. Oh, the Chrono Boost. And then he starts Blink. Nice. All right. Reaper heading across for the follow-up scout now. So far it is 3 gate blink. We'll see if a 4th gate goes down here for Skillous. I'm going to go for the Robo instead. So he wants to put on some pressure, but maybe not the maximum amount of pressure with these Blink Stalkers. Now, blink openings are quite nice against Hellions. The real problem here is that Hellions they don't fight against Blink Stalkers. You can't do it. But Clem, knowing this, he's going to start making Marauders pretty early on. And he's got a very early stim. He might be expecting some blink play. Stalker holding the wall for now. And it gets bopped out of the way. Another Stalker gets warped in, but the Hellions are in. They've already gotten 4 probe kills that make that 5. Shield Battery going to help out a bit, but maybe not enough. Oh, so many workers getting taken out here. 9, 10. Looks like that's going to be it. Blink not quite done yet, so this Hellion, can it get another kill? Can it do it? No, it's going to get out. Shit, what a badass. And it's going to get another kill. Oh, no. Make that 11 probe kills. And no third base. At least not yet for Skillous. He's going to have to send another probe over there. Clem, in the meantime, macroing up back at home. He's got +1 on the way. His stim is about to finish. So no stim cancel here for Skillous. Skillous doesn't have a ton of stalkers. He's kind of spilling across the map with them now, and he's got the War Prism on the way. There's no siege tank here, but man, with Stim done, this is a whole other ball game. Skillous not paying attention, loses one stalker, no concussive shells, still loses that second one though. The Warp Prism plus Blink is going to give these stalkers a lot of longevity, and they get a lot of damage on that that Bioforce. Clem has to be careful not to bleed out too many units. He doesn't have much back at home to fall back to. It's not like he has a siege tank here to help him out. Stalker's going to try to blink up into the main base. The bio is there, being healed by the Medivacs. So he's actually going to go straight down towards this bunker. He will get it. Pick off some more units here. A couple SCVs falling. Back and forth. Wow, that's a daring blink forward. Loses a couple stalkers for it. Picks off a couple of units. Skillous keeping the pressure on. He does have a third base about to finish. And I was going to say there's no third CC for Clem. He just started it. Wouldn't mind not doing much. The Observer gets taken out. And the Stalker's just going to try to trade effectively with the bio here, while Skillous macros up back at home. Blinks are pretty good. Oh, not a lot of Marines to DPS this Warp Prism down. He had a moment there where if that had been 4 or 5 Marines, I think he gets that Prism. But the Marauder's not helping in that endeavor. The SCV is going to try to help, but so many SCVs falling. The pickup micro is so good here for Skillous. He's going to lose a lot of his Stalkers, but he kills 10 SCVs and trades really nicely with the army, I think. 35 to 15 army supply, but with 6 Medivacs here, so much of this army for Clem is support units, you know? It's not attacking. These Medivacs not so good at attacking. A couple Woodamines though in this one. That'll be dangerous. And shockingly, this third CC somehow stayed alive. I thought those Blink Stalkers were going to target it down and force a cancel. Clem able to get this CC up, and we'll get it running fairly soon. 1-1 is now on the way for Skillous. He's chronoing it out, but he is down an upgrade. Clem has +1 finished. And while 1-1 will probably be around the same for both of them, it's going to be a period of time where Clem's army is just that much stronger because of it. He's up 30 army supply. You know, I was talking about Medivacs, but that's more than just Medivacs. That is a lot of army supply difference. Where is Skillous' army? It's like way over here. He's looking for drops and stuff, but there is an actual push coming. And Skillous just absolutely was not ready for this counter push. He warps in some more Zealots. Woodamine's not getting the best hits. They're killing some Zealots, but not too many of them. There's just nothing here. Doesn't have enough energy for an overcharge just yet. He's getting close. Clem not really daring to push in. I feel like he could honestly just wreck this army right now. Skillous though, gonna go for some harassment. Pull Clem's attention away. Morphing some Archons back at home to defend. In come the Zealots to the natural. 1 Zealot. The other 3 going into the main base. Nope, just one. Just one into the main base. Maybe these 2 are gonna drop into the 3rd. Hey, there you go. And now Skillous could warp in here if he wanted to. It looks like he wants to fight back at home instead. I think that's probably the more important place. Skillous might lose his War Prism if he's not careful. But yeah, he's really focused over here. He really wants to take this fight. Trying to warp in Zealots behind this army, but Clem just snipes them off. Skillous' army once again looking very small. It is 1-1 for both players, so the upgrades are equalized. Clem does not have that upgrade lead anymore. But he's got the army supply lead. 94 to 43. Forced cancel on that base. It just disappears. Who needs an animation? And the scan goes down to spot that there's just not much here. Clem continuing to put pressure on. In the meantime, losing... What did he lose? He lost some supply depots or something. That was strange. Supply block for a minute there, but he gets his depots up. Oh, Looks like a Widowmine. Ah, and he has an armory, so Widowmine is still hidden without the observer. Gets a few probes rather. Liberator's looking for some harassment. First, they're gonna kill a warp prison. Not often you see Liberator's anti-air actually doing something. Skill's gonna try to find this army. Stalkers blink forward. It's mainly Marauders, so they do have to be a little bit careful, but that means the Zealots are extra strong against this portion of the army. Now, Clem's got a bunch of army back at home. He's still up double the army supply of Skillous right now. But if Skillous can catch part of this army out here, it'd be quite nice. 2-2 is on the way for both players. Gotta say, it's a very even game for the moment. Okay, by even, I mean in a lot of ways, except for that army supply. I feel like I keep bringing up the army supply and then kind of forgetting about it. Clem's at double the army supply of Skillous, and he's gonna move out. Now he's combining everything he has. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was wondering, I was like, where the hell is his army? Must have been in his base or something. Back behind the natural, maybe. I don't know, but Clem's bringing all his army up, and there's just not gonna be anything that Skillous can do about this. He's fighting in such a disjointed manner as well, and that is just gonna be GG as Clem's push is too powerful. Oh. Bit of a pause leave. I think that was quite possibly accidental. But GG. GG gets called. Clem is strong, man. He is a strong player. Oh, damn. Cass versus Hero Marine. Is anybody going to get in there? I don't want to keep watching this one, though. As much as I do love Cass, I feel like Hero Marine might just smash. I don't know, though. TVT. I don't want to leave partway through a series. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Eche Fatum? How you doing? Man, I cannot see your name in dark mode Twitch. I'm not gonna lie, not a big fan of dark mode. But when you pop out a window, you don't have an option. I don't think it's possible to change if it's dark mode or not. Is it? Maybe it is. Oh, there's a readable colors thing. Maybe we'll do that. There we go. Now we can read it. What's up, Eche Fatum? Hope you're doing well. All right, we're in game 2. Let's get our scores right. Let's hop into Submarine. We're spawning in the upper left-hand corner. Playing for Cascade Esports, it is Skillous. Damn it. I was like, I guess nobody lands it. I guess I'll type it. And his opponent spawning in the lower right-hand corner. For Team Liquid, it is Clem. Terran OP. True. True. We all know it. I love that Skillous has the old school Nexus. These building skins are great. His Nexus looks so tiny though, like compared to the probes. Like there's like little doorways on this. Who's that for? Who's that for? Even like a ghost couldn't fit through there, and that's just a person. But I guess they can't have like a fully sized Nexus because it would just be like the size of the map, right? So I guess that wouldn't really work. Didn't somebody make a like an arcade map that had real sized units, or units as they would be if they were scaled correctly, and goes for like one tiny little pixel? That was pretty cool. I like that. I like stuff like that. You know, I know it's all got to be kind of equalized for gameplay, but I love that the lore kind of has more specific dimensions for things. Oh man, this probe gonna be so annoying. But there's a Marine out. Push it away. Can it get the kill? It does. Does get the kill. Nice stutter step there from Clem to get that kill. And the bunker will go up. That should help protect the CC. Meanwhile, Reaper getting 2 kills. Oh, I guess it just got one. The second kill was the probe on the other side of the map. Speaking is difficult. It's a good thing that nobody expects me to do it. It's not what I'm supposed to do here as a commentator. Oh, that SCV came back out a little too early. But it looks like this Adept will die. Oh, second Adept. Oh, it gets the Reaper. Can I get this SCV? Nope. SCV lives. The boy lived. Adept moves into the main base and we'll get another SCV. Can it do it? Can it do it? Oh, it gets that one. Oh my god, it gets both of them. Wow. Skill's getting some good damage done with those first couple of Adepts. 3 SCVs and the Reaper delayed the CC, delayed the starport a little bit, just being very annoying, keeping these units back at home. That being said, he did lose the Adepts, both of the Adepts falling. Skill's up quite a few workers though. Oh, a Phoenix. Alright, Skill's going for Phoenix. Interesting. The Cellion's gonna scout it. And will pay for it with its life. But gets the scout off. That Phoenix is the name of the game here. And I think that's what Clem really needed from that Hellion. He wasn't really looking for damage. I think that's a really interesting thing we've been seeing lately from Terrans is just getting a single Hellion and using it for scouting, maybe spotting, stuff like that. I think it's really cool. You know, it can't jump up cliffs like a Reaper, but it's much quicker. Vikings coming out for Clem to try to push away these Phoenicians. Skillous just going to go ahead and take a third, though. Not feeling too intimidated by these Vikings that Clem is getting. Going into a Twilight Council follow-up. A couple Marines here to try to push away these Phoenixes. Looks like they'll be moderately successful at it. Loses a couple Marines, loses one SCV. The Vikings do the real pushing away, though. No third for Clem. At least not yet. So he's planning on doing a bit of an attack. He's got his +1 stim and combat shields on the way. So he's going to want to put some pressure on. I think that's going to be good against Skillous' Phoenix, but Skillous going into charge after this, so he's going to try to get as many charge loads as he possibly can before Clem's attack. I think he's probably guessed Clem's planning on attacking. Phoenixes come back in. Doesn't lose any Phoenixes, gets 3 SCVs. Not bad, not bad. Bunker gets salvaged. Clem's gonna move out. Still no third CC here. Is he gonna pull the boys? Is the next question. Boys? You coming? No? No, guess not. It was just a just an army attack from Clem. But with no third behind it, I feel like he's pretty committed. Just SCV planning on starting a third. Hey, look at that. Alright, so Clem is going to go for a third base behind this, but he's got to get some damage done. Charge is finished. There are a lot of Zealots being warped in here for Skillous. He's down a little bit of army supply. It's going to come down to how this engagement goes. That is so many charges. I don't think Clem can really fight this. He's going to stim and kite. Kiting is a good plan here, but the Phoenixes can make kiting not quite as easy. And Clem's army getting absolutely just cleaned up here. A beautiful hold from Skillous. And honestly, Clem is in a world of trouble now. He's down a base. He's down army. And Skillous doesn't even have to continue this push. But he's going to go in for it. Charge Lot's still fighting. He doesn't mind trading them out. He's got so much mining. Phoenix is going after the medevacs, trying to take them all out as more Charge Lot reinforcements come in. Few Phoenixes have gone down. The SCVs come off the line, though. Clem is just going to have to tap out. Skillous pushes through for the victory there. The nice cleanup of that 2-base push. I think he was waiting for it, expecting it, and he handled it brilliantly. Really nicely done by Skillous. Just waiting for the Game 3 invite. Hey, there we go. Pillars of Gold. It's going to be our game number 3. Damn. Morty's got some fucking skateboard tricks, dude. What the hell? Shit. All right. Game number 3 coming up here. And we are all tied up, my friends. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner of Pillars of Gold. It is our red Terran for Team Liquid, Clem. And its opponent in the upper right-hand corner, the blue Protoss for Cascade Esports, Skillous. I always found it somewhat ironic that his name sounds like you're saying skillless, as in somebody with no skills. It's kind of ironic because he's really fucking good at the video game. Also, though, I mean, he plays Protoss, so, you know. I'll just let you guys fill in the blanks on that one. Kappa. Kappa Keepo. Probe coming over to be annoying, gonna harass this poor SCV. This SCV just trying to do its job, you know? It's got its buddy SCV trying to fight as well. Gets the job done, even while being harassed. Sign of a true champion right there. Even comes back for the fight. Damn, what a badass. This SCV is the SCV all other SCVs should aspire to be. Going for the kill. He wants it. Gets out of there. All right, Skillous. Your probe got lucky this time. Oh, no Reaper this game, huh? No Reaper, just straight into Marine and then into the reactor. Factory going down. So it looks like Clem wants to get into double helium production again. Seems likely, based on this factory positioning. Probe's gonna come back in. It's almost killed the SCV. Oh my god, the SCV tried to get that last hit, but the probe had 1 hit point left. That probe knew, man. Not dying today. Not today, Satan. Stargate on the way up for Skillous, so it looks like you might want to get into Phoenixes once again. We haven't seen Oracles from her. Oh, and Clem making a couple of Marines to actually getting 5 Marines out before switching off into Hellion production. Interesting. So this might be kind of like what we saw in an earlier series. I don't remember who it was, but in any case, he might make a medevac and try to drop the Marines while running the Hellions in, or he's just going to walk his Marines all the way across the map. That's possible too. It's strange, but possible. It is going to be Phoenixes out of Skillous. 5 Marines is an annoying amount, but I don't think it's going to get like crazy amounts of damage done. Shoot the little wall off. That will get taken out, but it buys a little bit of time. 1 Marine already going down. Probes are going to have to get pulled. A couple of probes should go down here. Oh my god, but the Hellions join up now. One of the Hellions gets lifted up. Second one is quite low. Oh my god. Alright, 6 probes falling there. Not over yet, but it's pretty close to over. Alright, just the 6 probes going down. Wait. Oh god, there's 2 more Hellions coming in. Clem just rallying these Hellions across the map, knowing that there's no wall and no other units here. And there's just nothing that Skillous can do about this right now. Loses 13 probes in total. That is a nice trade for Clem. Got exactly what he wanted to done. What an attack. That is kind of crazy. Ended up going really damn well for Clem. And behind this, he's got a Cyclone on the way out, Vikings on the way out, Marines. So this counter attack by Skillous should be able to be held off. It's a little dangerous, though. There's a lot of units coming across the map. Skillous up a good bit of army supply after taking out those Marines and Hellions from Clem. Phoenix has got to be a little bit careful, but not too careful. The Adepts shade forward. They get completely surrounded by the SCVs. The SCV is going to take them out. Phoenixes will take out the Vikings, but looks like the ground holds strong. Clem loses 3 SCVs, but he's still up quite a few workers, and with mules, his mining's going to be significantly better than Skillous is for the most part, other than pulling the SCVs to fight. 3 Adepts warp in though, or I guess shade in, and 3 Adepts actually one-shot SCVs, so they're actually getting quite a few SCV kills. Wow, 12 SCVs going down, and Clem, who had the worker lead, well, he doesn't anymore. 38 to 35 now in favor of Skillous, who has got a 3rd base halfway done. I think Skillous with that counter aggression, I feel like I say it time and time again, a big attack with Adepts is not that scary. 3 Adepts, or 2 Adepts if you're a Zerg or a Protoss player, that's way scarier. And the Phoenixes are going to continue to get worker damage. So if Clem had been able to keep that worker lead, that would have been much better for him. But now he's down a few workers, he's down a base, and he has a decent amount of army supply, 33 to 14. A lot of it's still in production. But his army just doesn't feel that big or beefy, you know? Ooh, nice Widowmine connection there. I did not even see that Widowmine. And neither did Skillous. Now, what does Skillous have behind this? He has charge on the way, so he wants to try to thwart this the same way he did in the last game. But charge is not done yet. He does not have much armor here. He has to be warping in now. Constantly. He sees this with his Phoenixes. Ooh, a lock on. Saves the Phoenix. God, these Phoenixes are so low, though. A few of them More Zealots getting warped in. Charge. Charge is so close, but it is not done yet. Is Clem going to hit right before Charge finishes? It's so close. Skillous really desperately needs that to finish. He's got a couple of sentries here with some force field energy available too, which might be able to help him out. Just would have mind. There's just so much here for Clem. Skillous buying as much time as very possible. He's going to go in now. Charge is now finished. Oh, Widowmine gets a beautiful connection. That one, though, hit a lot of the Marines. And it looks like Skillous should be able to clean this up. Ooh. Clem getting some reinforcements in. He's going to pick up and drop into the main base. All the Phoenixes are dead, so that is not going to go well for Skillous. He's going to try to pick up and get the hell out of there. He picks most of the units up in the healthier medevac. Oh, what these Zealots think they're doing down here. Killing some units, I guess. Clem, in the meantime, building a third CC. Well, the attack didn't do too much. Got a few worker kills and traded decently against the army. Clem has his +1 up. And we've entered a very even part of the game. Skillous is going to go for a counter push, but I don't think he really has enough to do this. He's got a shit ton of charge lots. But with a couple Widow Mines and a lot of units here from Clem, I think there's just too much. Might be time for Skillous to, there we go, drop down some forges. Try to get into those upgrades. Try to catch up. He's already going to be 2 upgrades behind by the time he starts his 1-1. So if he's going to do this, he needs to chrono boost. He's got to get these upgrades out. Templar Archives comes up as well, so we can get some Archons in or go for Storm. The really unfortunate thing here for Skillous is that he's lost all his Phoenixes, I think. Yeah, he doesn't even have that one that he had earlier. Looks like that went down. He has 26 Zealots and 2 Sentries. That is it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he has an Archon now as well. Excuse me. All right, he's getting Blink, warping in some Stalkers as well. I think that's going to be pretty crucial. That Marine desperately trying to get away from the Zealot. Both players just kind of macroing up right now. 1-1 is finished for Clem, but he's not starting 2-2 right away. He's just now getting his second eBay in his armory. And that gives Skillous time to catch up. He's got his 1-1 about halfway done, so they'll probably start 2-2 around the same time. That's good for Skillous, who is also taking a 4th base. I'm really surprised he's going so much into Archons. I feel like if you're gonna make High Templar, I feel like Storm is just better than Archons. You say, oh, I can get EMP'd, but like, so can Archons? I don't know, Archons don't do much damage when they've been EMP'd either, you know? I feel like Storm might be a bit of a better zoning tool. But hey, Skillous is the better player than I. See how these Archons fare. Clem coming in for the attack. First EMP goes off. Not the best EMP, but hitting some of these units, shaving off some of those shields. Some Zealots running into Clem's 3rd base. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But right now, Skillous is trying to clean this up. These Widow Mines getting some fantastic connections. Almost all the Zealots are gone. Yeah, it looks like Clem cleaned this up fairly well. Only 3 SCVs falling. But Skillous still up a good amount of workers. His 4th base is now up and running. Clem's going to keep the push going, though. And does Skillous have enough to actually hold this? He doesn't have any detection, so these Widow Mines are actually very close to going off once again. And Skillous doesn't realize it. He's just taking those shots, just eating that damage. Blinks backwards. It just feels like there's not quite enough for Skillous, and eventually Clem should be able to push through. With Warp in, Skillous might be able to hold for a little bit longer. But man, there's just not much here. He doesn't have any splash damage. No Colossus or anything. Oh, actually, as I say that, he starts up a Colossus. He has the 2nd Robo on the way, but that Colossus is so far away. In the meantime, Clem microing so nicely, EMPing these units. Super Shield Battery goes off to buy Skillous some time. That might give him time to get 1 Colossus out, which can absolutely be a game changer. I bet he's wishing he'd killed these rocks. Flank would be pretty nice. Stalker's trying to get those ghosts. They do, but there is still some ghost energy for EMP available. Where is that Colossus? There it is. It's about damn time. Disruptor on the way as well. Skillous just trying to buy as much time as possible. I mean, he is mining from his 4th base. Trading back and forth is not terrible for him. But I feel like Clem's just taking such better trades, and his army is looking so strong. All the Zealots fall. This Colossus, though, pushing forward. Wouldn't mind not really connecting on much there. It's so back and forth, but Clem's army is so small at this point, I feel like he can't stick around too much longer. The majority of his army supply is back at home, and he's just going to pull back. Scans to see what's going on. Oh, Skillous, you got to be real careful. He's got to get some detection out so that he can clear up these Widow Mines. Zealot's going to be in for a sad time there. With the second Colossus out, though, does he have Thermal Lands? He does. These Colossi both have Thermal Lands, and there's a Disruptor. I feel like Skillous has a better chance of holding this push off. We'll see how the splits are against the Disruptor. We'll see how many Vikings are in the sky. Only 2 at the moment. Oh my god, but that EMP center mass hitting all of the Zealots and the Stalkers. These Archons down at half shields. Beautiful EMPs. And despite the fact that it's just 2 Vikings in the sky, they are able to consistently output damage on these Colossi. Super Shield Battery goes off, though, for Skillous. He's trying to hold, but the Stalkers are out of range of that Shield Battery. The Colossi really doing the legwork there, putting out that damage. I don't think we saw a single Disruptor Nova, but the rest of Skillous's ground army is gone. He is now down 50 supply. Clem scans and sees this 5th base attempting to come up. He's going to pull the rest of his units across and try to take that out. Skillous, no, don't forget your Disruptor. There's 2 of them now. You need these. This Ghost doing massive damage against that Nexus. Another beautiful EMP on top of those Stalkers. I think Skillous is going to have to give up this base. He's lost a few SCVs as well to some Widow Mines in his 3rd. Meanwhile, Clem taking a 5th base, just ramping up that macro machine. Oh, trying to split against the Disruptor Novas. He does. He loses only a couple of units there, and all the Novas are spent. There's just so little left for Skillous. Super Shield Battery goes off, but I don't think that's going to be enough here. It might buy him a little bit of time. But there's just so much for Clem. Clem is now up 60 army supplies, taking out the Disruptors. Oh, well, that Nova actually connected quite nicely. And it's mostly just medevacs. So they'll head out of there and rejoin with this army back at home. But Skillous just has so little left. Morphing more Archons. Not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Archons, guys. But what do you do here against Clem? His macro is just so good, and his pressure just consistently trading well. Let's take a look at the trades. Yeah, better trades, and basically this whole game has been back and forth on the income. Just not sustainable for Skillous, and in comes Clem. He's got the free splits going on. He's going to land the Vikings, and my friends, this is going to be it. Clem's going to move on, and Skillous is going to have to tap out. GG gets called. Clem takes the 2-1 victory.